awesome because, of course, you need solo skill, but you have to coordinate with your ally as well. And you see the game is ready. We have Grubby and Insomnia here, the finalists of yesterday. Grubby teaming with MaDFroG, Insomnia teaming with Tak3r. And first map is again Twisted Meadows, as we saw in Foggy versus Focus last time. MaDFroG is playing Night Elf. Okay, so it's Night Elf Orc, not Undead Orc.
Night Elf.
Okay, I don't know if MaDFroG knows how to play Night Elf, to be honest.
Of course, back in the day, 2010, this was the go-to 2v2 combo, Night Elf and Orc. Maybe they are not yet familiar too much with Orc Undead combo, because we do see that nowadays. It's not like it's unplayable. And especially with MaDFroG having had the least practice out of all the players here in this Invitational, I'm surprised that he goes outside his comfort zone even more.
Yes, I agree. You can be pretty comfortable, as I said before. You just go Fiends as Undead and hide behind your opponent. It's Keeper of the Grove. Okay, that can be pretty strong with the new Entangle. It works a lot better on heroes, and maybe with the Blade Master Keeper combo you get a hero kill quite fast. But of course it all comes down to what Tak3r and Insomnia are playing, and it's a Farseer. I haven't seen a Farseer in a 2-on-2 in such a long time. Of course he does have double summons with Wolves and Archmage, as we see Insomnia has the Archmage, plus Aura, so this is going to be mass summons on them. Of course, MaDFroG can bring Wisps to detonate against them, but he needs good timing with that.
And as we were being, as was being pointed out right there, he's feeding Grubby a lot of money. He's only making the hero. The rest of the resources seem to be going over to Grubby for a very fast tech, I guess. He's gonna have the lumber required here in just a moment.
This is not uncommon, by the way, for Night Elf players in 2-on-2. We remember the legendary 2-on-2 team of Axlef and Strifecrow, who were two Night Elves, but they fed each other. One with the Keeper of the Grove, one with the Podem. So one could tech very fast, and the other could mass, and then afterwards there's a fast tech. So, Tak3r and Insomnia, they have been putting their heads together for quite a bit to develop a few strategies. It looks like a fast expansion.
Yeah, very common, of course, on Twisted Meadows, nicely tucked in between the two main bases. And with two heroes here with summons, also very easy to creep. If you go for an instant expo, oftentimes you will be low on lumber and won't be able to create that right away. But the Orc Tak3r here should be able to help out Insomnia a little, so the expo will be coming up very quickly. So how will Grubby and MaDFroG respond to this? Apply pressure right away. That should be pretty pretty easily doable with Keeper of the Grove, Entangle, and Blade Master, and a Grunt. But actually, they are retreating after only a single Peasant kill.
That's true, but there's Entangle now, but I think Grubby's Blade Master is not strong enough yet. But MaDFroG turns around. Do we see an Entangle? Yes, there it is. Good damage, as we see. More damage in less time, so more DPS. And he finishes it off, and the Grunt kill in the early game is always great.
And of course, there's no catch at all here in Insomnia's and Tak3r's army. No Entangle, no Hex. So they should be able to run away, the Grunts, as well as the heroes. This is where perhaps we could see a Night of counter expansion being set up already, but there's nothing in that nature coming.
So Warmill early. Still MaDFroG only with the hero, 16 supply.
I think I'm gonna rush like Wyverns or something. Oh, Archmage in trouble after the Entangle. He has to TP out of this.
This works quite well, but he has to be careful about his Keeper of the Grove. Farseer, of course, can attack, but Grubby is there for the rescue. Beautiful 4 units around. He keeps the Keeper of the Grove alive, and he kills the Farseer. Tremendous team play by Grubby and MaDFroG there.
That was really nice. The lockdown followed up by the surround. Really well done. And now even heal selves to help out his injured buddy. And oh, this expo is still not done, and no tower yet up either.
4 grunts.
That's very beefy, very strong early game army.
Grubby and MaDFroG, they're floating in gold. They had 1.4k at one point. Insomnia and Tak3r, of course, have to focus on keeping the expansion up. There was a big investment, late tech for Insomnia, but without the Farseer, what can they do at the moment?
So, expo finally up, but peasants are dying. How much more damage can they do before they have to leave? Or do they have to leave? 5 grunts, dude. Where are they supposed to get the damage from to deal with these grunts, each of them with 700 HP long range Entangle? No more TP. Is this death? Ah, Blade Master's low mana though.
Insomnia trying to surround MaDFroG's keeper. He can't escape anymore. The power of the masses keep the keeper down. He's not town portaling out there because he has only one Moonwell, so it's only level 1. He can rebuild it quite fast.
Blade Master. No items, by the way, in the damage department.
Not at all. It's just action from minute 1.
Triple bestiary.
Triple bestiary.
Is it Kodos?
Of course. Just eat all the footmen.
I mean, for Wyverns, you don't need a War Mill, so... but that would be nonsense, of course.
Maybe for upgrades or something. Mass Raiders, also possible, but not likely. I mean, there's no anti-air. There's footmen, there's grunts. There's... Okay, the only thing that can attack is Farseer and Archmage and Water Elementals. So if it's triple Wyvern and they had a good bank, then have fun dealing with them. I mean, it's only the heroes and Water Elementals.
This looks like a checkmate situation. Like, seriously. The Water Elementals are level 1. There's no way they are good enough to deal with this. Even against the shop now.
Yeah, but the bestiary is still coming up, so that's alright.
Dragonhawks would be the answer, but the human must be so far away from tier 2 that this is totally out of the question.
Chain Lightning for a little bit of damage against it. Of course, he can go for Bat Riders as well. Then it could end it. Oh, Grubby's Blade Master is surrounded. Has to go for the Town Portal as there was no mana anymore for a Windwalk. Is he in range with the Shadow Hunter? Yes, he is. Oh, but this Grunt is not. Free XP for Taker and Inzo.
Nice surround. They're pulling off quite a few good surrounds here.
Yep.
But you can't surround Wind Riders.
That is correct.
Yeah, and he's still tier 1. Hawks are a far and distant dream only.
He could go for Rifleman if he fast builds the Blacksmith.
They see the Wind Riders early, at least. Speed scroll. Where are we going? Towards the TC. Can he get the surround again?
There should be Entangle, right? Yep.
Yeah, there is, exactly.
So, oh, is the damage enough to kill him before the TP? Yes! And again, Taker is losing his hero there. Insomnia, needs towers now. He needs guard towers as fast as possible to protect this expansion. And Insomnia now seeing, okay, MaDFroG has nothing, and he's feeding them all the time. Like, there's no engine of war to help. He can't really protect this.
I really like this attack.
Yeah.
The best defense is offense, is also what MaDFroG would agree with.
Oh, the poor Farseer. Poor Taker. But there's a Bat Rider now.
Oh, nice. He splits the bit out of Wind Riders.
The Bit Riders.
The Wind Riders. Farseer does die in the end. One Wind Rider has fallen. The second one perhaps to the burrows. Micro a little bit away. Micro away a little bit too late. So 2 Wind Riders have fallen. Shockwave coming in again. Everything's dropping low here. And I imagine the Nairo's base must be suffering hard in the meantime, but of course so is the blue team as well.
Yeah, it's only footmen though, so it takes some time to knock down the Traveler. They just give up MaDFroG's base, which is okay. TC again in the 4 units around, but the Grunts, they're all hurt. He's fighting out and he can he heal up? Oh no, there was no shop anymore, right? But Grubby a little bit ballsy following the TC, who is of course super fast, but hello, there's Hex, there should be Entangle. The Keeper of the Grove welcomes him with open arms, and the Tower in Chieftain dies. And man, Grubby's army wearing a crimson mask, but they let MaDFroG's base go down. So no feeding anymore.
It looked so good for Grubby and MaDFroG for so long. The Wyvern seemed to be the answer, but now they are on 1 base versus 3. They need to do critical damage with these Wind Riders right now. They've already done quite a bit, but they need more.
Taker will not be able to produce units, and that's super important, but because the only thing that can really deal with the Wyvern now are Bat Riders. And if Taker is supply stuck, there are no Bat Riders, obviously. So they wipe out the Peon line. Not really. Yeah, now it's 2 base versus 1.
Of course, still twice as good, basically. But the human army is moving over now to the Orc army, trying to force a response perhaps. But the footies are pretty bruised here. Don't know if they have defend necessarily. Blade Master gonna heal up his forces once again. Heal salves one after the next. But I still think the longer this game goes, the better it has to be for Insomnia. Not just because of the economy, but also because of the tech. Because tier 2 should have been reached by now. But human.
And then could be Dragonhawk time. But we know Insomnia quite stubborn when it comes to his tactics. Maybe he goes for caster still, even though he fights that. Entangle again. And Taker is losing, I don't know, his 4th hero today? 5th hero? I'm not too sure.
Buys time though, at least, I guess. Farseer will be coming back. He may just die immediately again, to be honest.
Chain Lightning is also a good thing against Wyvern, so if he keeps him alive, but how? Against Hex and Entangle, double lockdown, plus the Wyvern.
I think this base will have to be sacrificed. Oh, free experience, juicy, juicy.
Hex and backstab, and boom. That was a dieback. Not much fun was had for the Farseer and Taker's heroes in general.
And so over time this base will fall, but yeah, the human, he has 2 bases. Tier 2 will be reached. They are secure, those bases, with all those towers. He's trying to defend here with his level 2 Archmage.
I wonder if that's a good idea.
I don't think so.
There's no repair anymore. Blade Master level 3.
The altar is gone. Can only get him back from the tavern now. He's gonna get a few kills here perhaps with the Bad Riders, unless there's a timely Hex.
That would be a good move by Grubby to hex the Bad Riders as long as he can, but the means were justified.
Archmage getting focused. I hope for his sake that he has a TP. He needs to use it soon before the Hex comes in, but the Hex is on cooldown. Dude! That was really close. SH was actually out of mana, but still.
The Taker is supply stuck again.
And there's no saving this base. This base is dead. But that's okay. They have
Can
2 more.
One Bad Rider will come out.
Oh, but the issue here for Insomnia, for Taker, excuse me, is he can't get a hero because he's supply stuck.
Yep, he can.
Unless he loses enough peons. So, if your ally is standing next to the tavern, can you buy back your own hero with that?
I don't think so.
You're the RT player.
I never lose my heroes, man.
Oh, of course.
Double workshop. Okay, gyrocopters also. Yeah, that works.
Gyro. Okay.
Well,
But would just that Riders be better?
you can get a lot more gyrocopters in fewer time, or less time. Means again justified. So the army is quite hurt. New wave, of course, will be applied. He's not gonna get flag cannons though. That's the big issue.
Yeah.
No area of effect.
And usually that's only where gyros become really strong.
And you don't have a solution against Bad Riders from Grubby, because they can fly into the flying machines and explode there. And usually if you play Hawks, then you have Shackle, and with good micro you can counter them.
I really would have preferred Hawks. But let's see how this pays out. It turns out. One more creeping. Grubby and MaDFroG are getting really high in experience. Good. Bone Chimes, Nightfoot, nice for the Blade Master.
And there is no Dispel, so Entangle is still a pretty good thing against heroes.
Taker is, by the way, helping micro the human army because he has nothing left. Oh, but now here comes the creep check. The Archmage must have a TP, otherwise this could be disastrous. And with the Hex, he may still die. Quick TP this time, though. Will save his forces.
Flying machines are coming in, but it's only 6, I guess, and not a single Bad Rider on Grubby and MaDFroG's side. So there might be a timing for them. He saw it now, though.
They're looking for the Archmage again. Does he have a TP now? He's moving towards the back. He's staying safe. He has no TP. This is very dangerous.
Oh, the Mountain King so exposed there with the Entangle. Boom! Gets annihilated with a critical strike. But okay, how many Wyvern can he take out? Doesn't seem to be too many. There's Ensnare as well. Grubby taking care with the Raiders.
Only now they come in. Where were they?
Yeah, and
where were those flying machines?
Too late. Micro is back with the speed scroll. Well done by Grubby and MaDFroG here again.
Nice, however, how MaDFroG and Grubby, they forced the TP and then they kept up the pressure.
Yes, I really like that as well.
Forcing the response, not giving them time for those 2 mines to pay off. And they, I mean, they're only on 1 base, but they have not lost anything in, it seems, forever.
So now that there's a Raider Wyvern combo, Dragonhawks don't really work anymore. What do you do against this?
I know. I think more important than even the unit composition is time. You need to get a big army. Be that Gyros or Dragonhawks or Riflecaster. Whatever you decide to go for, you need time for a big army. Because otherwise they just get picked off too easily with Ensnare and Hex.
Insomnia could go for a second base. There's 1 tower already. Towers would of course be nice and just lure Grubby into Insomnia's base, but that won't really work. He will just creep too much then.
A player's forces are under attack.
Grubby's mouth is shut again. We saw it open before, so... Level 4 Keeper of the Grove with Thorn's Aura. There's no melee units though, so Thorn's Aura not that effective at the moment.
And they keep on creeping. It's going to be leveled up for the Blade Master, whose damage is still very weak. Greater mana potion though, that's gonna be nice for his SH. Can Grubby really win this 2 versus 1? Well, I guess it's kind of 1 versus 1.
Ooh, but the army of flying machines, did you see?
A
That
player's
was...
forces are under
How
attack.
many is there?
But remember, they don't have flag cannons.
Yeah, yeah, I know. But 1-0 attack upgrade.
Taking a look here at the base. Considering breaking it, doesn't seem like a good idea.
Insomnia expands again. But MaDFroG is scouting it.
Yeah.
He has a Wisp there.
It's gonna be an easy cancel. Gonna be more experience. Oh, Archmage! Out on his own. I said before he needs time for a big army. This army is not big enough for him. And he has to TP once again.
A player's
A lot of
forces
TPs
are
forced.
under
That's a
attack.
lot of gold.
A lot of gold. And that's exactly the right thing to do if you're up against an expansion and can't expand yourself. Trying to force your opponent to spend money, whether it be cancel heal cells, cancel clarities, force town portals, force potions, stuff like that is perfect for that. But Grubby has the perfect army for this game, I feel. He has Bat Riders against the Gyrocopters. He will lose them, yeah. Oh, here we go! That was a quad kill, and that was quite hard to watch! He's sending a few of them back in, but now, yeah, the Wyvern take them out one by one. Of course they can fly away, but they will be caught by Raiders, maybe? Or where are the Raiders? I think they're streaming into the base. Insomnia trying to get into casters, but I think the time is over. Yeah, here are the Raiders, and can they... Yeah, nice snap. Webs. And snares.
Grubby's finding so many kills this game, dude. One after the next. He's grabbing them up. And now, I think it's already the case that 2 bases have been established. Insomnia had a timing window there where he could overwhelm his opponent in numbers. He chose to go for flying machines instead of Hawks. Questionable decision, but it seemed like it was damned if you do, damned if you don't, you know? Whatever you do, there seems to be a good answer to it. With Grubby having such a strong game. The Blade Master still having a horrible inventory though.
But the big mana potion and the heal scroll for the Shadow Hunter is nice. If only Taker could get his bestiary or something to build Bat Riders again.
Or a hero at least. But no, he has nothing.
Player's forces are
Well, the
under
hero won't last too long against all that disabled.
Yeah.
Well, the Bat Riders won't last too long either, but at least he does some damage when he's gone.
Can the peons hear well now? The buildings were still giving vision.
Grubby a little greedy, not going for protection there, but okay, he spends the town portal.
He's probably going to be able to force the other TP. Or at least get the MK kill. Who's level 2? Decent experience.
player's forces are under attack.
And that did not seem to be worth it. He killed 1 peon for 1 MK. That's not a good trade. And now he's going to be able to get this TP out of the Archmage as well. With the Entangle, the Hex would have been right after. Another town portal forced.
I lost track. Could be the 7th or 8th town portal in this game. One town portal costs 350 gold, and then you can see where all the gold is gone from Insomnia and Taker. But they're floating in 1.3k gold at the moment.
Isn't it crazy that they came back from a 3 base versus 1 base deficit?
Really sick.
Really well done. The game isn't over yet, but it's looking pretty damn over. How can Insomnia punch back? I'm not even saying Taker, because he has nothing. Grubby's making a new expansion.
Oh, but Insomnia is scouting this well.
Yeah,
As a
good
Watt Memento
catch.
will be cancelled immediately. He had double Sanctum, so can that do something? Breakers. Oh, tier 3.
Tier 3.
Tier 3 breaker casters gyros. If they get flag cannons,
They become infinitely better, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the 2nd attack upgrade already. But Bat Riders.
Bat Riders, yeah. Not going. Oh, Archmage, you are dead, my friend. Not able to use the potion. The disable is just too crazy. And the damage output now as well, man. 85 food versus 59. 57.
Yeah, the hero levels.
A player's
Another
forces
big
are under
advantage
attack.
for Grubby. He's gonna get 1 Bat Rider here. Or does he even? He could justify the means.
He does.
Quantify the means behind.
That's so crazy in the threes game with the bad riders exploding everywhere, dude. Oh my god.
Do you miss the chaotic action?
It was getting a little out of control at some points. So I think I prefer this one. I can see what's going on. I can understand. My brain can comprehend. So now is it time to finally break the base? He's gonna get a few kills for free. Peasant down, flying machine down. Oh, this altar would be a big grab, and he has a lot of raiders here to do this with, and it seems to be easy to do it as well. Flying machines just getting detonated.
There was no chance in hell for those flying machines before flag cannons came out. And the altar is gone. Heroes are gone. Insomnia is trying his best to hold on. Sorcerer's master training for Polymorph. That would be nice to see at least, but I don't think he has a single sorceress out, right?
Now, yeah, two. One of them has fallen, and the second one about to follow, it seems. Taker.
Oh, the entangle. There's a priest, but no, we won't see Polymorph in this game. GG! 1-0 for Grubby and MaDFroG.
Wow. What a comeback.
Yeah. I really thought they wouldn't be able to do this.
I wonder if they were surprised by this as well. It seemed like that should be Insomnia's game, Insomnia and Taker's game.
Yeah.
And we have to come back to the unit choice there. Flying machines. There's a reason we never really see them against Orc. I think Hawks would have been better, but woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Maybe
Good
we see a
game.
little
Good
tactic
comeback.
discussion. MaDFroG and Grubby talking about the next game.
And now we have loser's choice for Insomnia and Taker. Again, the remaining mechs are Duskwood and Nullwood.
Nullwood, of course, a very, very old school. You will do the Neo Which Fountain Is It game again to make me look ridiculous, but
It's hard to do here, though, definitely.
we'll see. I learned over the years to distinguish if it's a health fountain or a mana fountain. And then Remo will explain exactly how that works.
We'll see. If it comes to pass, we may go to Duskwood next, and then it could be a 2-0.
Yeah.
Not sure. Do you know Duskwood at all?
No.
No, me neither.
Will be fun to explore the map together. I mean,
I have zero
many
idea.
people out there won't know the map as well, and it's been remade, so
Right. Let's guess at the tile set.
this brown one.
Yeah, like the Lordaeron Fall or something,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I would have guessed that as well. It sounds like...
You're just following my opinion, because you
Alright.
know I'm right.
All right, I guess I have to say something else. Then I say it's the Terranos one. I don't know what that's called, but you know, the dark green.
Yeah.
All right. That could be back to Warcraft premiere, by the way.
Yes, with
Duskwood.
first, it's true.
Never seen before.
What do you think about, like, should he have gone Rifleman? What about Rifleman? We didn't talk about Rifleman. He could have gone Rifleman. Rifle casters. 2 barracks rifle, few casts behind.
Yeah. Would have been better than Gyros, I think. But like the threat was heroes, yes. But if but the main threat was Wind Riders, and I think just Hawks are better.
But then again, there's bad riders. Also, again, you need like good micro to.
But I think they needed to turtle. Just sit on 2 bases. Just don't give a crap. Just sit behind your towers. Micro up to like 80 supply,
No.
and then you should be able to grab up all those bats.
All right. Grubby and MaDFroG still in discussions over there. What to do? I think it's Nullwood, if I'm seeing this correctly. It's at least a green map, and
No,
No.
or is it? I don't think it is. And it's a green map. That's good, buddy. But I would have said brown as well, to be honest. You like gave me an opportunity to look like I know what I'm talking about, when we all know I don't.
After this, of course, we have more one-on-one action with the Korea versus Europe clan war. We're going to follow this up with Remind versus Hawk, Korea versus Russia. And we have a 2-on-2 between them as well, with Lin and Law Lyot facing Happy and Foggy. We're going to see a nice Night Elf, which is my favorite duo in 2-on-2. And the main event still to come. Happy versus Lin. This doesn't get much better in the Warcraft scene today.
Yeah, that's one of the highest class matches that we could hope for. I hope Lin's in shape. I haven't watched too many of his practice games. Happy seems to be super strong though. And
Didn't you say yesterday that Grubby defeated Happy?
I did. I was wrong though.
You lied to our viewers.
No, I was wrong because I didn't see the end of that game, the absolute end of the game. But I thought it was over 100%. Grubby had an Expo on Echo Isles. He forced Happy back twice with a TP, and the second time, after which I left, Happy had 2 heroes, 1 fiend, and 1 statue. And I thought, all right, this is absolutely GG. But somehow he did win.
Reminds me of this legendary game on Echo Isles between Happy and
Between the
Grubby.
two,
Like,
yes.
10 highlight videos were made out of that one.
That was...
Where Happy, like with a statue, Coil and Nova, was able to wreck Grubby. And that was Grubby in his prime.
Yeah, and that game really went to show, like, wow, without a Blade Master, he can do nothing. To be fair, though, Happy played that masterfully.
Yeah. Highest level of micro ever. So, the game is ready. It's 1-0 for Grubby and MaDFroG. And here we have MaDFroG on the left, TakeR on the right, who, won the 3-on-3 in the end. But they need a better plan now. And yeah, it is Duskwood.
All right. This is the Back to Warcraft premiere. We're gonna learn as we go here. And as Insomnia said, this was WCG Grand Final map. How can this be a one-on-one map? Look at this map.
Well, back in the day, Norwood was a one-on-one map as well.
Lost Temple.
Lost Temple as well. So they like their high-level heroes, I guess.
A lot of changes have been made with Warcraft in the past. Not just with the map pool, but with everything. Map pool, of course, also something that has been touched with this new PTR with 1.29. Before, on that BattleNet, there were quite a few curious maps. We are now moving more towards the common ones. We also have, however, a few new ones to test out. Duskwood is one of the new ones in the 2v2 map pool now. Keeper of the Grove first again by MaDFroG, who is still playing Night Off. So seems like Grubby is going to be fed again by his ally. Now, Insomnia and TakeR know about this. They have scouted this the game before. Can they try to punish this now?
I think they will have more time on this map. Or does it just seem to be that... No, it's really huge, right? It's really, really huge. Okay, they will have more time. It will take more time for Grubby and MaDFroG to walk over. So the initial harass of Blade Master and Keeper of the Grove will be weaker. I'm very curious about the expansion spots. I don't know if they can expand immediately.
Yeah, it seems like creeping that instantly with your allies' help isn't really the best idea. Also in the middle of the map, pretty exposed. So it doesn't look to be the best expo map.
That's true. There you see the expansion. So very hard to defend. I think you basically have to TP. And your opponent is just running straight forward to it.
Oh, Thunder Lizards. Haven't seen those in a long time.
Well, they are on... Oh, what's the 2-on-2 map they play in China where you can actually buy the Thunder Lizard?
Tidewater Glades?
Yeah, exactly. There you saw Thunder Lizards. Pretty good unit.
They're at a creep camp, really?
You can buy them at the mercenary camp on this.
Yeah, but no creeps, right?
I don't know.
Not quite certain. Alright, Keeper of the Grove marching across, looking for some early harassment. What this hero is designed to do. One of the most buffed heroes in the new patch. Tangle. And Blade Master damage. Great combo. Lockdown and damage over time along with the katana swings. This could be a TP here already, or is he gonna let him die? He has the replenishment potion, so he can heal up if he uses the TP, which he won't.
On level 1 you can let your hero die. It just costs a little bit of time and tiny resources.
What
the thing
is
is,
doing?
he wants to... No, they're rushing. They're rushing over. Is TakeR already in the south? He has a lumber mill coming. Is there something blue in the bottom? Looks like it.
Oh, it's the tower taker!
Oh, no, it's Tower Somnia.
Okay.
Tower Inzo, one should say. And TakeR is supporting this, so they don't want to go the macro route. They don't want... yeah, this is good. Like, they know now that MaDFroG will feed Grubby, so his base is going to be exposed. This time, he goes for a few archers at least.
Yeah, it's not. He's not skipping on the Ancient of War, and this may already be a sad sight to see.
And good thing against the Keeper of the Grove, the towers can't be entangled.
But the Farseer can. He's getting focused once again. Is he getting surrounded? Almost here. Nice wisps around. Wow. Blocks him in there. He has to let him die. There's no way he can afford to TP out of this. And
MaDFroG was always known for his surrounds, and this time he does it with wisps.
Going for the towers now with detonates coming in against the wolves. It takes 2 nowadays with a new buff to HP. But the damage is not good enough here. This tower will come through unless the peasants start dying in big numbers. And I think they will. Blade Master though, very low HP.
Yeah.
Needs to start healing up.
Does he have heal cells? Yeah, a lot of them. But yeah, he's taking out the peasants, getting
Archmage is
close to
back.
level 2. Ooh, MaDFroG has to take care. And the first guard tower is up. This tower has just been established. Also an arcane tower in the back. Ooh, entangle again. MaDFroG, his keeper was so low. Archmage can follow. No moon juice. Run, keeper, run.
Ooh. He's same movement speed as the Archmage. He should get away with a good block. Perhaps he can find this kill. Oh, he's trapped next to
Running.
the trees.
Is he
Next to the
running into
creeps.
the lizards? Is he sacrificing him? Oh, the lizards have a deep sleep. And yeah, he is sacrificing himself into the lizards, so his opponent won't get experience. But his engine of war is down as well, and the base is towered. The towers are established. And the good thing is, if they kill this base, then they can establish a new one.
SH
Oh
is stuck.
no!
Oh.
It was Grubby, right?
Yep.
It happens to the best.
And
Yeah,
what's
without the
happening to this base, man? It's gonna get destroyed by the looks of it. Archmage in trouble again, but there's no entangle at the moment. He gets to level 2. A little bit more health for him. Oh, but nice block from the ground. Look at this. He prevents him from getting away.
Good movement by Insomnia, dodging
Entangle.
the blocks, but the Keeper of the Grove is back, ending the life of the Archmage in style with a critical strike over there. But the Keeper
Oh, he gets
combines
it.
around. Well done, Insomnia and Tak3r working together there. Footman and Grunts hand in hand.
That was mostly the human, I think. So Insomnia really great surrounds here.
Old school Fire Lord.
And now he's gonna see. Oh, there's an SH back there. That would be scary, by the way, again. Should be Wind Riders, I guess, once more.
Yeah, but this time he has Water Elementals and Lava Spawns against it, and towers established already. Well, it is Wyvern.
3 of them right away. Is there towers in the main to protect the peons? On the other side of the map is the question.
We're 6 minutes into the game, or yeah, 6.5 minutes, and so much stuff has happened already.
So, how much pressure can Tak3r keep up here? Heroes are pretty low on mana. Blade Master's coming back. He's focusing the Farseer with the Hex, but there should be time for the TP out. He will use it this time. Firelord in trouble as well. Has to be microed!
And the Keeper was in trouble again, but yeah, he did survive.
Just barely. But this base is gone. Now, they won before on 2 maps, on 1 base versus 2. Can they do it again?
I think Insomnia can immediately expand there.
Oh no, not Workshop again, dude. No!
It's a lot earlier though this time, right? Attack? But of course there's no expansion yet, so the tech is earlier.
I guess
MaDFroG
he
is
really
sending all the
likes...
wisp. Oh, it's a lot of Y1.
Why Workshop, buddy? Yeah, lots of Wind Riders, absolutely right.
Oh, Bat Rider's already by Tak3r. Just has to be careful that the Hex is not coming in. It kills him. Oh, the Farseer out of
Oh,
the 3
again.
units around by Grubby. Well done.
So many nice surrounds.
Oh, and the creeps were pulled against the grunts there, and they are quite heavy with their poison.
Looks like they have Chimera attack. It's
Yeah.
a little bit weaker though. So he's hiding the Wind Riders now. Grubby doesn't want to expose them to the bats.
But this triple hero of Grubby and MaDFroG works really well together.
Once again.
Yeah, exactly. There's this double disable and the damage of the Blade Mass, which isn't that crazy. But since there's only squishy heroes, Archmage, Firelord, and Farseer, what can you do?
Hide behind the burrows, I guess. Insomnia could perhaps try to re-expand again, by the way, where the towers are, where the other base has been taken out.
Grubby already with the transition, so he knows that bad riders are coming, and if his reactions are fast enough, then he can web them down, so they won't explode. But Insomnia is doing the right thing, counter-aggression into Grubby's base, maybe forcing a town portal, or base trading again, but this time Grubby and MaDFroG can't afford another base trace, as MaDFrog's base is already eliminated.
But only level 1 Water Elementals, no defense. Oh, Speed Scroll! Can he find some of those Wind Riders? We don't exactly know where they are at the moment. Seems like they're not here. One Raider will be his prize, I guess. There they are! There is 2 towers. But he's TPing home very quickly.
But there's 5 Wyvern.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under
They win the fight against 3 flying machines.
Or they're one-shotting them. Yeah, of course. That's easy now. For Grubby and MaDFroG.
Those flying machines, man.
I think the heroes keep them busy on the left-hand side of the map.
Should be flying over here with the bats,
Ah, it's
shouldn't he?
just creeping. Alright. Oh, the keeper though. Is there a town portal? No, there's not.
When he loses him, he can't come back.
And that's the last thing he has, right? There was a sleep.
Yeah, the creeps just slept him.
a player's forces are under
The
attack.
satyrs.
Kingdom for an end snare or hex. But I guess...
Oh, don't stop moving! Never stop moving! The bad riders will try to tickle him to death.
Grubby is trying to come to the rescue with his end snares.
Yeah, he's behind. Uh-oh, and this Farseer didn't have a TP before, he still doesn't have a TP.
Oh,
Grubby once again carrying this game.
Town is under siege.
Take out Insomnia, both
So
pretty
many hero
exposed.
kills.
Farseer dies, I don't know, for the X time.
And the Philo as well. They should just turtle, I think.
A
But they
player's
lose
forces are
one
under
unit
attack.
after the next, one hero after the next.
Very interesting. And now Grubby transitions into Mass Wyvern and Mass Raiders. He has 85 supply, 80 supply with the 5 supply on the Keeper of the Grove. Oh, actually there's more with Wisps. Take Insomnia with the combined 74. Again, it's an earlier caster army, I guess. And Taker can still produce, so
A player's forces
last
are
game
under attack.
went a little better for Grubby and MaDFroG as they eliminated Taker earlier. Is there a new base in the bottom right, by the way?
There is.
Okay.
A town is under siege.
With 5 towers there, they could mount a defense. But only once, of course, that base is finished and they can TP there.
Well, if they lure Grubby and MaDFroG into the bottom right, then their main bases will be left alone and they can produce a bigger army.
I mean, they can still produce the army, they can hide it behind towers, but they are falling so far behind in experience, they don't get to creep anything, they are not killing anything, and Grubby Man is finding one kill after the next, be that player or neutral creeps.
Yeah, but Grubby can't really go over 80 supply because then he will be taxed so much. Like, he only gets 40% income then if he goes over 80.
Yep.
And that's not really what you want.
A player's
So
forces are
if
under attack.
Insomnia and take Turtle a bit, then at some point they will overtower him in supply.
It's gonna take a long time though for them both to get to 80, 70, 80. And they see the base now, they can snipe the town hall pretty easily. And with no unit support coming in, these towers are easy kills as well. So nope, they are not going up to 3 bases.
But their main bases are, as we said, left alone. Again,
Forces are under attack.
the Bad Rider anti-air is so good and they have nothing against it. Maybe Take It can gather a group of Bad Riders and then it's really a Bad Rider versus Bad Rider game.
What's really good against this, by the way, is a lot of casters with rifles. Because there's no Dispel at all. There's no Spirit Link.
Yeah, slow will be really good against the Wyvern.
Yeah. But
Less damage, less movement speed.
they need better heroes still. So they are grabbing up the supply lead now, Insomnia and Taker are, as is of course logical, by being up the base. But I think Grubby could just expand. I don't see I see no reason why not. And there it is.
Good call. I think it can expand to the bottom right then as well, right?
Come on, tier 3. Do it. Do it.
For what? Liquid fire?
Torrents, of course. What a silly question, Neo. Again, by the way, this Blade Master is totally understacked. No damage in the slightest.
Well, he has a Book of the Dead. No, I don't know if the priests have Adept of Insomnia. Because Taker for sure has no Spirit Walkers, no Adept.
Oh yeah, could be really good.
Yep.
Yep, 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 yep.
A player's forces
Sorcerers
are under
have
attack.
Invisible though, so style over Dispel, I guess.
Something that, by the way, we haven't mentioned yet. I think both of the blue players, Insomnia and Taker, are in no upkeep. So they get a lot more money. 20 per second, whereas Grubby only gets 7 per second, excuse me. And Flying machines are scouting across the map. They finally get some creeping done. They really need level 3. So late into the game. Level 1 spells are pretty horrendous. They get a Book of the Dead as well. Also really nice for them. There's no Dispel on Grubby and MaDFroG's side.
I think if they get the Farseer level 3, you should go for Chain Lightning.
Yeah, I think so too.
The Wolves won't do too much. Well, against the Raiders a little, but...
Oh, nice. Healing Ward. It's really good.
And the Rune Braces against the Stormbolt as well. They do have a big force now, Tak3r and Insomnia. They broke Upkeep. They still have 400 gold, so they will jump up to 120, 130 in no time. And Grubby's still with his 80 food. MaDFroG is, of course, lost.
Oh, they see him. He's getting Stormbolted, but with the aforementioned Rune Bracers. Uh-oh. He has an invul. Does he have to use it?
There is no mana for another Windwalk.
Scroll
Can he
speed.
reach for a Stormbolt? No, Invul Potion. Okay, better safe than sorry, but Blade Master's hurt and needs to heal up. That will take some time. Keeper is coming. Is there another Chain Lightning after this ready? And are they in a position to fight against the Bad Riders and Wyvern?
Bad Riders eliminating each other here. Nice spread on the Wind
Oh,
Riders.
that was nice though. Grubby losing 10 supply at least.
Book of the Dead on one side, we have another one as well, and there we go, book on book action, healing ward in the back as well. Can the heroes do it for Grubby and MaDFroG, or will the numbers be winning this game for Insomnia and Tak3r? The Farseer died somewhere, didn't quite see it. Oh, Blade Master's surrounded, he can't get out. Can he save him somehow? Healing is coming in. Is that gonna be good enough?
Oh, entangle on the Mountain King, but he used an Invul Potion to save him, and Grubby is losing the Blade Master. Everything explodes there, and still more than 100 supply. They're towering over him. MaDFroG calls for the GG, Grubby calls for the GG. It's the equalizer, and Tak3r and Insomnia are back in the series.
All right, it looked like a repeat of game number 1 there, with 1 versus 2, but this time Insomnia and Tak3r can get the victory.
Yeah, they just couldn't get rid of Tak3r this time. And the Bad Riders were there.
Yep.
He could eliminate the mass of Wyvern. And there was like casters against it as well, with healing behind it as well. And Grubby couldn't do it alone this time. MaDFroG eliminated too quickly. Last time they didn't really realize how vulnerable MaDFroG's main base is. And on map 1, he gave a lot of gold to Grubby. This time, not at all.
I like the strategic choice there, the hard counter basically. They're investing so much into that fast tech for Grubby, which does not help you at all against that early tower rush. Boom, base dies. I wonder if they had played a little bit more aggressively, MaDFroG and Grubby. They were forced to respond because in the south, because Insomnia was expanding, again. So they had to take that out. But after that, they gave quite a bit of space to the opposing team, giving them time to level up, to get items, to get decent skills. Finally, maybe after killing that base, they should have been aggressive right away again with Ensnares, with Hexes, try to keep them from getting that big army
And they
and
kind of
expand in the meantime.
I think it was pretty good play by Insomnia and Tak3r because they were expanding and they were also attacking Insomnia there with his Archmage and Footman going into Grubby's space, distracting a little, keeping him back.
Yeah, that was repelled fairly quickly.
Yeah, but
though.
it took time.
Yeah, a little bit of time. Anyways, good comeback. Gives us 3 maps. That's what we want to see. That brings us to Nullwood.
Yep.
I hope someone told them. I think they did.
I think so too. Yeah, this will be the last map of the Legends.
Mm-hmm.
We saw them in 1-on-1 and 2-on-2 competition. Grubby and MaDFroG talking a little, as well as Inzo and Tak3r discussing strategies, and we've seen a lot of hidden towers here on Nullwood, just to put it out there.
But in 2-on-2, when they get found and you respond to them with 2 armies, can they just be overwhelmed too easily?
Yeah.
Of course, we all want to see it. Tower, he is called Tower Tak3r for a reason.
So far, it was always Insomnia who put out the towers, which is, of course, human race is better designed for the towers than Orc is. I wonder if they get to a faster level 3 hero this time. Like Archmage and Farseer, both level 2. Of course, in 2-on-2, it's fairly normal that you have low-level heroes. The army is more important. And the game starts, and we go into Nullwood as the deciding game, or the deciding map for the Legends 2-on-2. has started. Here we see them again, Grubby and Inzo. The carriers so far.
Absolutely. So, I hope Greg is going to give us a nice shot of the fountain here in a moment. But before we do that, MaDFroG spawning in the top right. They're close to each other, and
It's mana, right?
could you zoom in, Greg? So we get a bit of a better view.
It's mana, right?
It's mana, yes.
Yeah,
Mana.
got good at this. So can you explain to the viewers how this works?
It's pretty simple. If there's a hint of purple in there, it's mana.
Yep.
So, you know. But it was amazing how often you got it wrong. At some point I thought you were doing it intentionally because you got so many wrong in a row. But I don't think you did. Yeah, the two teams are spawning close to each other. You could be having other spawns with, you know, being further away. And yeah, the Orc base, of course, is the more vulnerable one. But Tak3r, he, with a vulnerable base, is not spawning close to his opponent. However, MaDFroG is with a Night Elf base, and that one is also vulnerable, especially if you feed your ally.
Yes, we once again see a Farseer on Taker's side. It's an Archmage, and MaDFroG is going for the same build again. We saw on Duskwood, we saw on Engine of War for him, not just yet. He could go for a Huntress build, fairly easy to micro and fairly easy to do, and you can creep very, very well with Huntress on this map.
This is completely untouched, right? It's not LB.
It's Norwood.
Okay.
Old Norwood.
Yeah. Norwood, one of the maps with the weakest drops. The Mercants, which are pretty hard to creep, as well as the gold mines in the middle. Only drop the claws. That's pretty bad. Pretty weak.
MaDFroG not yet handing over the resources to Grubby, as our observer pointed out before. I wonder, it could be Huntress, or he just forgot about it.
Of course, with the Night Elf spawning close to the human, that is
Town is
scary
under siege.
as far as tower pushes are concerned.
Yes, I guess they just will do the same thing again. And with this position, it's absolutely it's the best for Insomnia Tak3r.
A player's forces are under attack.
Grubby, though, will be left alone for quite some time. And will be able to... Oh, instant towers. He runs over
Right.
immediately.
Here we go again. Is there going to be a better response this time? There's an Ancient of War coming up, but very late only. Grubby has to come over here ASAP to help deal with
Town
this.
is under
Yeah.
siege.
I think he has a Blade Master again, right? Grubby does.
Pretty sure.
Is Tak3r coming as well? Yeah, Farseer is there. Double summons against Entangle and right clicks from the Blade Master.
Entangle on the Archmage, but not perfectly timed along with the Blade Master damage, so didn't really suffer too much from that. Whereas the Keeper on the other side already taking a lot of damage. Some summons have been dealt with, but more and more will be coming. These heroes for Insomnia and Tak3r still have quite a bit of mana left. Going for the Peasants now, though. They look to be fairly exposed. Whereas the next Entangle is going towards the Archmage. He wants to force this TP or the kill with the backstab coming in and the scroll speed. He should get this unless he blocks himself, maybe. He lets him go, though.
Keeps him alive. Keeper is pretty bruised as well. They buy time for the towers. Insomnia, 50% on the first one. Where's the repair? Don't see it yet. It's a little late. Tak3r is occupying repair space there, actually, with his Farseer. And the first Engine of War's up.
Only 2 Peasants left, so he can't repair too hard. Use your Entangle before you die. Quick! You got the mana. He's running away, of course, in the middle at the fountain. He can also heal up. That's going to take a long time, however.
It's a mana fountain.
That is right. He can heal up his mana. And this is so much stuff. So many footies, so many grunts. How can they deal with this? Is this the 3rd time in 3 games in a row where MaDFroG will be losing his main?
The Ancient of War will help a little, but he can't really go to the moon well. How far along are the towers? They're trying their best. Oh, 70%. This looks really, really bad. And yeah, with the feeding strategy, if you take out the feeding player immediately when there's no defense, this is what happens. Engine of War dies, and so MaDFroG is once again left alone with his Keeper. Has to take care about the Archmage though. Keeper's coming back in, he gotta heal self. So there is an Entangle soon. Archmage will fall or TP out. You don't really don't want to TP out there to keep up the pressure.
He gets rid of a few more towers here. But one guard is up. The second one, I'm pretty sure, is going to come up as well. Perhaps it might be the best idea for Tak3r to just abandon with the town portal that he still has. Trying to do more damage here though with the grunts against the footies. Hero levels will have to be the answer if they want to come back again on one base. And now it comes to TP. One grunt will be dying, the other three though survive.
Grubby saves his army, but can't save MaDFroG's base. Abandoning it again. And how far? Okay, there's attack. Taker, yeah, I was just about to say 30%, 40% with the lumber mill. Tier 2 tech by Insomnia as well. Double barracks by Grubby this time with demolishers. Was it second barracks? Oh, that must have been a beastery, right?
I think it's the third barracks. No,
it's a beastery for Kodo, most likely. So it's gonna. Oh, nice hex. And Blade Master right clicks. A little too late, I guess.
Didn't want to get surrounded there, but the keeper's coming in for the entangle. Is he gonna TP or let him die?
Lets him die again. And this is once again the triple hero combo of Grubby and MaDFroG that is so scary.
There's one more entangle at the ready. Hex first onto the Archmage, entangle after. TP this time, question mark. Nice around once again. And this time it is.
And MaDFroG keeping his keeper alive the entire time. Oh, one footman can save himself with an entangle, I guess. And level 2. Oh, the Blade Master! Whoa!
15 HP, Jesus. These heal cells pretty badly.
And the grunts are quite hurt as well. This goes for Taker too.
Maybe we need to teach Grubby about the fountains, because he was walking towards there, but you can't heal. It's mana.
Shadowhunter gets some healing there.
Yeah, he's only level 1 still, I think.
Ah, okay.
He's turning daytime.
Ooh.
Soon. TM.
This army will be bruised. And the wolves, can they attack the creeps? Do they want to attack the creeps? They take out the keeper! And he's dead. MaDFroG is losing everything.
Nice
but he can get a counter kill there on the Fastia, man. This is a slaughter of heroes.
So many surrounds by Grubby, though. Really stepping it up. And the altar's gone. The keeper is dead forever.
Yes. But is he still mining in the base?
Yeah.
Why?
It was only one tower attacking for a long time, I think.
Okay, now it's better. So Grubby will not be fed anymore. And as long as Taker and Insomnia still have their bases.
Or demolishers.
Or demolishers.
Needs to bring some peons for repair.
A player's forces are under attack.
Of course, with that,
Gruntapults.
he can break the siege of towers now easily, unless Insomnia responds with the unit backup. Alright, tree is down. He's going to want to expand there himself. But the demolishers are on their way.
I wonder how much meat he has in the army, how much stuff that will block.
Town is under siege.
And okay, he just wants to get rid of this siege.
I like the positioning here of Grubby. Trying to intercept anything that may want to contest these demolishers. But there's nothing coming, so he's moving south, looking for more pickoffs. He has one raider with ensnare now at the very least. And that might be his first kill. Another hero kill, perhaps.
We see hero kills here every single minute. Keeper of the Grove is back, by the way. Bought back somehow.
There's the entangle. The keeper should have one. Oh, nice hex.
Hex, indeed.
Well done by Taker.
A player's forces are under attack.
He was there when he was supposed to be there.
Yeah, but speaking of beef in the army, it's quite a bit. We have a couple of footies, a couple of grunts, and elementals behind it. And quill beasts. Kodo beast now on...
Big damage boost in the catapults, but he needs some stuff to block. I wonder if Insomnia is close to casters. And what Taker is up to. But I think we have to see the fight first. Insomnia still wants to establish a third base here. I guess at the moment, Grubby and MaDFroG should be able to win this fight easily.
But with Taker coming in from the south, maybe he can change the tide here. No chain lightning yet, I don't think. But grunts are still here and decent. But the catapults, 5 of them with the aura, are serious damage. The Blade Master in trouble. Gets away just barely.
Beastmaster is still alive as well. Oh boy!
Snare.
Oh! Did you see that?
He was stoned to death, man.
6 catapults attacking one poor Beastmaster. Is it more? No, it's 6, right? Yeah.
Player's
Ensnare
forces are
and
under
Demolisher
attack.
combos have always been strong. We saw it right there.
Usually siege damage doesn't work that well against raiders, but I guess quantity over quality.
Oh, there's the next Ensnare. Look for the Demolisher shots. We have another Ensnare, I think, in a second. Oh,
TP out.
saves it with TP.
Yeah, Demolisher's not in position. But he made damn sure that towers won't work anymore.
Nope. Base could get reclaimed now. There are peons here to set up a new one.
Or he uses
Player's
wisps, but
forces are
I guess
under
Grubby's
attack.
taking it for himself.
MaDFroG playing Dota. Only one hero to worry about. He's gonna get level 3 here. And level 2 Entangle has been buffed quite a bit. One more kill. Nope. Can't quite
Double
get it.
barracks as well. So what do you do with double barracks then?
Rifles, perhaps? I don't know.
Okay, there's a
is
blacksmith.
there.
Oh yeah, it's Rifleman. So Tak3r is there for the meat. Insomnia is there for the damage.
There's the level 3. Alright.
Very, very good against Rifleman. Can take them out one by one and lower the damage of the army significantly.
The Demolishers need to get to the back though. Grunts in front, Demolishers in back. Form a line! As they would say in the movies. The first Demolisher here seems to be falling, but now most of them are in a decent-ish position at least. Beastmaster in the front lines once again getting focused, has a healing potion, will have to use it and does so, but so much damage! Not even critical strikes required, and again, the Beastmaster falls level 3 for the Blade Master as well. And the Demolishers, they're surviving.
Yeah, the focus fire was not that great there. Only one Demolisher dead, another Hex, another focus, but the Invul Potion saves him here for now, and he can get some right clicks out. Shadowhunter dies level 1 for Tak3r, and almost is around a combined force by MaDFroG and Grubby. The Kodo falls, so that's not too much damage anymore, like the aura is gone. And stuff is hurt for Grubby. But
Oh, the Archmage.
and there again. Is there an entangle? No, there's not. No mana. We can follow him, maybe.
What a crazy fight is this?
Equal supply.
Siege damage against medium armor, pretty damn horrible. So these rifles are faring very well against the Demolishers. The one Kodo that Grubby had did fall, and the Blade Master also has died.
Yeah, Grubby and MaDFroG are plummeting in supply. Their main damage output is gone. He's taking out one Demolisher after another.
And Insomnia Tak3r. They're winning this fight here in the middle. The SH has to run. He has to
What's
run.
he doing there? Completely out of position. Chain Lightning ends his life. And GG by Grubby and MaDFroG. Tak3r and Insomnia. They win it. Big smiles on their face again. Lost map number 1, but came back swinging. Feeding strategy didn't really work.
Poor
Anymore.
MaDFroG, man. He lost his main 3 games in a row. My goodness. Those Demolishers looked really good
Yeah.
for breaking the expo.
Yeah.
But in straight-up fights, they're just not so good. Not against Riflemen, certainly.
Fair play and shake hands here right behind us. So, do we just want to let the players talk and leave?
I guess we could do that.
Yeah, I think we can do that as well.
Guys, legends, would you like to sit down to talk about the game?
Do a little rundown of the games. You want the host position?
All right.
All 4 of you. Okay, I'm new, so I have to smile all the time. Grubby, take us through the game.
So our game plan was yeah, I think you guys just got lucky. I don't know what else to say.
That must be it, yeah.
You got us by surprise, I gotta say. This whole morning we were talking how we were gonna rush MaDFroG's acolytes straight away, and there are no acolytes all
Yeah.
of a sudden.
So the first game we were a bit surprised, but then maybe you should have changed the second or third game strategy.
Yeah, we did, but in too much subtle ways. Actually, in game 2, I was like, I think maybe we have to make Ancient of War because maybe there's gonna be a rush, but it's such a big map.
Yeah.
So the only way that was gonna happen was probably with that ninja tower.
Thank you, but this time it was not Tak3r.
Yeah, but I was
gave him
pointing at
money.
him, and then my finger went like this.
I supported with my money though.
Yeah.
True.
And then I think in game 3, I mean, it's close position again. We should have prepared for it. Like, we should have... I thought we'll just hold with some Ancient, some Archer, but you guys came straight away, not even a little bit of creeping. It was a little bit rude.
And let you like tech again to Wyverns.
No, I wasn't gonna this time.
It was not fun, I have to say that. The first game was not fun.
It was pretty good. It was good, right?
Yeah, first one was
Yeah.
the other two, not so good.
But where were you guys heroes in game 1? I couldn't find them.
Well, game on?
Yeah.
Which one was it again?
on Twisted, no?
Twisted.
Like, there were never any heroes. It's a joke. We killed them off and so they couldn't be found.
Okay. No, to be honest, I can't remember the first game anymore. But the second
good.
game,
Put the past behind you
yeah,
and move on.
I only think about the wins, not the losses.
I see.
But the second game, I was actually chasing the Blade Master, and then I realized I had 3 raiders. I was so focused on the Bed Riders and your Wyverns.
The second?
The second, yeah. I was running after the Blade Master with 3 raiders and a snare.
Feels good.
Well, we had an invo, but still.
But, you know, this wasn't just about this 2-on-2 game that we just played. Congrats, by the way. But also the fans' reintroduction to everyone of us. And this is going to be one of your chances to anything you want to say. I mean, when I stream Warcraft 3, all 3 of you get brought up regularly. Do you remember Tak3r? He used to tower Insomnia. I'm still a huge fan. And they said, if I play against you, they're going to cheer for you because they're from Bulgaria. National pride. You know, you guys are popular. MaDFroG, you know, you were like the first foreigner victor in, you know, in the BWI. So everyone asks about you guys. If you want to say anything to your fans that are watching, and I'm sure there are some, you know, this is your chance. Maybe start with you, Frog.
I don't really know what to say. It's like, yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't practice and that I played so bad, but yeah, life got in the way, so.
I mean, I think it's enough for them to see you here. They remember, you know, your amazing surrounds and your tournament performances.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be happy just to see you and to know that you're doing well and stuff.
Yeah, just too bad I couldn't show anything now.
So how about you get a proper computer, proper mouse and keyboard, and start practicing?
Yeah, I really
really
miss playing, but in time I'm gonna get bigger place and then I will have place for a computer. Right now I don't. So
promised.
Yeah.
You heard it here, guys.
Yeah, it's promised.
And you, Insomnia, you were mentioning before, first of all, that you played a few hundred games in preparation of the event. So super cool to hear that you had some time for it. And you said maybe you'll even play some games after the event.
I made time for it. It was super fun. I mean, the first 10, 20 games, it sucked to be so bad at micro. But as I played 10, 20, 30 games, I got better and better. And I really enjoyed watching myself progress. So perhaps when I get home, I might play some more. Might play some fun games with you on stream. And
any chance that the great Insomnia might be streaming at some point?
I have been thinking about it. Yeah, maybe for fun. That would be fun.
I'm sure everyone is looking forward to that, possibly. Tak3r, I mean, we've all talked a lot recently to share memories and discuss what our lives has turned out to be. You travel a lot, and is it from this point onwards again? See the entire world. I believe there's only a few places that you haven't been to, correct?
Yeah, there's still 97 countries left, so there's still.
How many have you done?
100.
Wow.
Yeah, so I spent most of my time traveling the last 3 years, and yeah, same like with you guys. I actually enjoy to play the game still, so it was really great to play here. And I was talking to some other of the old school players, and if I can motivate some of the old guys, maybe I'll play a bit with them. I won't ever compete in a major tournament anymore because we're just too old for that, to be honest. But yeah, well, if I get the right opponents on the same skill level, then yeah, I could do some streaming as well. I set up my Twitch account already.
Oh wow! Yesterday.
Tak3r was taken already, so I took Tower Tak3r.
Tower Tak3r. I'm sure you'll be well recognized with that.
I just have to set it up. So far, I don't have anything on there, but yeah, I'm actually in the process of job interviews, and I will move back to London, and that might actually happen next week already. That I'll get my job, and once I have a job, I will get a new flat and finally get a real mouse again and a monitor, and then I could actually play a bit of Warcraft again. Because right now with my wireless mouse, it's
Don't
really-
laugh, but he has a wireless mouse.
Yeah.
It's not his fault. It needed to be lightweight. He's traveling.
You can
It's
play
diff-
2 games, but then it's about this size. So if you play like this, it's not really the best setup.
I wasn't the one that invited you, but I want to thank you guys personally for coming here. It's been great meeting you guys and playing games with and against you guys. It's been amazing. So thanks for coming here.
Thanks for Blizzard and back to Warcraft.
Thank you.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, thanks guys.
And we're
Thank these
gonna
guys.
we're
and the other
gonna
one.
take a short break. And when we come back, there's gonna be more amazing matches coming up. I believe we have another one-on-one match coming up, a human night elf of the highest level of play that there is to be found in the Warcraft 3 scene right now. The top players: Tak3r, Insomnia, MaDFroG. Thank you guys. I'm Grubby. See you guys after the break.